Ever pondered how you're going to fund your child's college education? We know it's a daunting question, but it's also a necessary one. College education, as we all know, is a significant investment, and the cost is only rising. Over the past 30 years, tuition fees have increased by 300%. Yes, you heard that right, 300%. This means that if you have a toddler today, by the time they're ready to step onto a college campus, you could be looking at a bill that's even heftier than today's rates. Now let's think about this. If you were to start saving today, could you lessen the burden of this expense? The answer is a resounding yes. Let's say you start setting aside $50 a month from the day your child is born. By the time they're 18, you would have saved up over $20,000. Even without considering any interest or investment returns. That's a solid head start, isn't it? But what if you wait until your child is, say, 10 years old to start saving? You'd need to save over $100 a month to reach the same goal. That's more than double the monthly amount. And let's not forget, the longer you wait, the less time your money has to grow through investments. So the benefits of starting to save early are clear. Not only does it reduce the financial strain when it's time for your child to go to college, but it also gives you peace of mind. You can rest easy knowing that you're actively working towards securing your child's future. And there's one more thing to consider: student loans. Yes, they're an option, but they also come with interest rates and the potential for decades of debt. By saving early, you're giving your child the chance to graduate without the burden of student loans. That's a gift that keeps on giving. So it's clear, early planning for college expenses is no child's play, but a crucial step for your child's future. You may ask, what options do I have? One popular choice is the 529 plan. A 529 plan, named after Section 529 of the Internal Revenue Code, is a tax-advantaged investment vehicle in the United States designed to encourage saving for future education costs. It's like a savings account, but with a lot of extra perks. Now you may wonder, how does it work? Well, it's quite simple. You or anyone else can open a 529 plan, name a beneficiary, and start making contributions. The money that goes into this plan is then invested, allowing it to grow over time. So how does this help with saving for college? Here's the magic part. Any earnings in your 529 plan grow federal tax-free and won't be taxed when the money is taken out to pay for college. In some states, contributions may also be deductible or eligible for a state tax credit. But it's not just about the tax benefits. The 529 plan is also incredibly flexible. The beneficiary of the plan can be changed at any time to another family member. And if the original beneficiary gets a scholarship or decides not to go to college, the money can be used for other education-related expenses, like apprenticeships or trade schools. Moreover, there are no income restrictions for contributing to a 529 plan. So whether you're a billionaire or just starting your career, you can take advantage of this wonderful tool. The best part? The earlier you start, the longer your investment has to grow, taking full advantage of the power of compound interest. That's the concept where your earnings generate their own earnings, which then generate their own earnings, and so on, like a snowball growing as it rolls down a hill. Imagine, with the 529 plan, you're not just saving for college, you're investing in a future full of possibilities. To conclude, the 529 plan is more than just a savings account. It's a powerful tool that offers tax advantages, flexibility, and the potential for growth. The 529 plan, with its numerous benefits, is indeed a powerful tool for college savings. But the 529 plan isn't the only game in town. Let's explore more options. Apart from the 529 plan, there are several other avenues to set aside funds for college. One of them is the Coverdell Education Savings Account, or ESA for short. An ESA is a tax-advantaged savings account specifically designed for educational expenses. You can contribute up to $2,000 a year per beneficiary, and the earnings grow tax-free. The funds can be used for qualified education expenses, and not just for college, but for elementary and secondary school expenses as well. However, there are income restrictions for contributors, which might be a downside for some families. Next up, we have the Uniform Gifts to Minors Act and the Uniform Transfers to Minors Act accounts. better known as UGMA and UTMA accounts. These accounts allow you to gift assets to your child without having to establish a trust. The child owns the assets, but you, as the custodian, control the account until the child reaches a certain age, usually 18 or 21. The benefit of these accounts is that they're not solely for education. The funds can be used for any expense that benefits the child. But keep in mind, since the assets are in the child's name, it may affect their eligibility for financial aid. Lastly, we have savings bonds. Series EE and I savings bonds can be a safe and modestly rewarding investment, especially if used for education. The interest earned is exempt from federal tax if used for qualified education expenses. However, the returns can be relatively low compared to other investment options. Remember, each savings option has its own set of perks and drawbacks. Choose wisely. From tax advantages to flexibility in usage, these options offer a variety of benefits. However, they come with their own set of limitations too. It's essential to understand these pros and cons before making a decision. After all, saving for college is a significant undertaking, and every penny counts. So weigh your options carefully and choose the one that best suits your financial situation and your child's future needs. Let's wrap up what we've learned about saving for college. We've navigated through the vast ocean of college savings, and we've discovered some important treasures along the way. Firstly, we've realized that saving for college is not just crucial, it's a necessity. With the rising costs of education, the sooner we start saving, the better. It's like planting a tree. The best time was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. We've also learned that not all savings options are created equal. It's like choosing the right tool for the job. For some, the right tool might be a 529 plan. This state-sponsored savings account offers tax benefits and can be used for a variety of education-related expenses. It's like a magic piggy bank that grows over time and can be used for everything from tuition fees to textbooks. But for others, different college savings options might be a better fit. We've explored Coverdell Education Savings Accounts, which are like a smaller, more flexible version of the 529 plan. They can be used for a wider range of educational expenses, even including costs for primary and secondary school. We've also looked at custodial accounts, such as the UGMA and UTMA. These are like trust funds for education, offering the freedom to use the funds for any purpose that benefits the child, not just for education. But remember, each option comes with its own set of rules, benefits, and limitations. It's important to do your research, consult with a financial advisor, and choose the option that's best for your unique situation. So there you have it. Saving for college is a journey, not a destination. It requires planning, patience, and persistence. It's like building a castle, brick by brick. But with the right savings option and an early start, it's entirely possible to build a strong financial foundation for your education. With the right plan and early start, the daunting college expenses can indeed become manageable. Start today, secure tomorrow.